So what I want to explain to you here today is that, and because not a lot of people know about this, when you heat an oil, for the most part, you are breaking it down. Now, it depends on the oil, so we'll talk about that. And when you are breaking it down, it creates all sorts of inflammatory compounds. Some are called polar compounds. Some are called oxidative free radicals. Some are called acrylamides. There's all sorts of different things that form on food, or namely, we're talking about fats. And what happens is you can't see it on your food, right? But when you ingest it, it's creating more inflammation in your body. And that's because what happens is, as you are breaking down these foods in your stomach and then your small intestine, and they're being absorbed through the bloodstream, you're absorbing those inflammatory compounds. Now, your liver, your fat cells, all sorts of different functions within the body will work on squelching that inflammation, compartmentalizing it, and removing it from the body. But nevertheless, you're using valuable antioxidants from your body to be able to squelch all of that inflammation. This leads to aging, and it also leads to dis-ease in the body. So if you're suffering from some type of inflammatory issue, which, by the way, 90% of all disease is inflammatory in nature, then you could be having a serious reaction to different types of oils that your food is cooked in. Now, I will tell you this. When you are at a restaurant, almost every vegetable or protein you are eating is cooked in an oil. Now, I would also say that includes all starches as well. So when you go out to a restaurant, you are getting food cooked in most likely a cheap oil as well, because restaurants are looking to do, well, they're not looking to be cheap. Here's what they're looking to do. They want to provide you with a really tasty meal. So you come back, of course, because you like the food, but also at the lowest cost to them. That's kind of how business works, right? So they're saying in a restaurant, let me provide the lowest cost in some areas. Now, it might be really high quality protein, right? Or something like that. But they're going to say, well, where can I save in other areas? This isn't every restaurant. This is why you get to know your restaurant. I know restaurants that only use olive oil or only use grass-fed butter or whatever it might be. But again, you have to know your restaurant, right? So just keep in mind, major chains in general, lower cost food is going to use the lower cost items, right? So the lower the price you pay for your food, the cheaper the ingredients. That's basically the way that it is. And that's why when you're at a fast food restaurant, you are paying not a lot of money, but you're also getting, again, the worst ingredients for the most part. And again, I'm not trying to generalize, but I am generalizing because it's still the truth.